Okay, so these are just basically dudes. See the nose, 2 eyes, and that's his mouth right there. His face is kind of slanted because he's just growing organically. Let's take a look at this guy right here. 2 lips, nose, 2 eyes. Now, there's something very interesting that you can notice about this being, because these are just dudes. These are organic, jolly green giants, bro. That's what they are. They're just beings. All right, now there's something very interesting. Remember when I told you about your antennas standing up on top? That's this dude's hair. He's just looking this way. That's his nose. Those are his 2 eyes, and those are his lips, and those are his hands. Okay, and these hands are aimed up right at the sun. He's got his feet grounded, and he's got his antennas standing up. Just take a look. So these beings, they're people. They're just meditating in some deep conscious state of being that is telepathic, clearly smarter than anything we are with our words and our ideas. These motherfuckers are literally ideas incarnate. Like, these motherfuckers are consciousness, free flowing, unfiltered. And people are unconscious and blocked, and they have words, languages, words of wisdom, things that are intelligent, that are non-telepathic, that box them in ideas that can't allow them to reach this level of potential to where you're just like a super being. Look at this dude. He's got his hands out, and they're just waving them back and forth, kind of like a Dalai Lama, like and it looks like the wind is blowing them, but that's how they move. And if you don't understand that, you won't know that that's how these beings, that's how they roll. It's like they move around, and the wind appears to make them move, but they're actually charging themselves up, and they're interacting with the wind in a way that it looks like it's wind. See, it told you it was wind in school, and what you are dealing with is forces of energy. That's it. They told you breathe in oxygen, but if you breathe in a lot of oxygen, you power up. That shit is not oxygen. So everything you learned was a lie. And the more I can see, the more I really just want to leave. But a lot of you guys, y'all need some help, man, because y'all can't see any of this shit, man. Motherfuckers can't see shit. But I'm here for you. And you know what? As long as I guess she wants me to be here. But I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to be here for long. I'm going to be leaving soon. Got some work to do, obviously. And when it's done, I will be going home. Yay, right? His antennas, bro, are sticking up. And that is a good indication. His antennas are standing straight up, just like Goku. So this dude is not even a tree. This is a dude with his antennas sticking up, because I can relate to this. See what I'm saying? Like, I see you guys. I understand. I understand you now. I understand what you are, and I can see you, and I want to know more, and I want to learn more. But I'm not going to get it from going to school, or opening a textbook, or being taught by somebody else who is in a higher level of what should I say, control or corrective. I wouldn't say tyranny, because right now it looks like it's cool and normal and everybody's comfortable being told what to do. What I'm just saying is, if somebody was to tell you, they're not going to teach you this shit. That's why my time is very valuable. Like, timing is an illusion. It's a fiction. But the moments that I spend with you guys is extremely valuable, that you could listen and educate yourself to be something more than what you are, which is nothing but a slave. Slave in your mind, slave of the flesh, slave of your sex life with the church, slave of your fucking time, and the moments you can spend with your kids are all the daytime is completely taken away. Business hours takes away your whole day. It's like you don't have time for shit. You can't even see this stuff because you don't have time to even look at it, because you're too busy chasing your tail, chasing checks and bills, and you can't see anything. And I'm here for you, man. I'm here for everybody. And if you listen to me, it'll be worth your while. But if not, My maker is going to get me out of here. If y'all are undeserving for this knowledge and this wisdom, she'll get me out of here as soon as possible. As soon as she comes to an exhaustion of efforts that can be foreseen in a future spectrum of view space. Like, she's gonna look into the future and be like, you're good, time to go. So y'all motherfuckers need to take heed, because I ain't gonna be sticking around here forever. Eventually I'm just gonna leave. And there's a series of events, intuitions, thoughts in your mind that create a series of events that get you out where you need to be. But the series of events and intuitions that have been in my mind are leading me up to the point to where I'm still stuck here. So I'm not supposed to leave just yet, and I can see that. But yeah, you know, I'm a realistic guy. I have my own plans. It's not a divine plan. I don't have divine plans because I'm not a super deity being that creates souls and shit. So I have my own plans, and they're not really that divine. You know, they're pretty clever and stuff, and you know, I want to get out, but I want to help people. But the divine being can see further than I can, and can say, look, you need to stick around just a little bit longer. You know, and you know, you can see these beings. Somebody can point them out to you, or there's this stuff that's been floating around forever. Apparently, the they live glasses are a real thing. And you can see these beings, and you can see everybody else too, by obtaining some cyan dye, and you put it on glass, and you look through it. So what I'm trying to tell you is that anytime you penetrate these words, they're trying to give you something that sounds complicated. You take the word and you break it down, and then there's your answer right in the word. You get some dye that is cyan, and you put it in. That's pretty straightforward. Like, be interesting to see if that even works, but like, just penetrate the names, man. Like, that shit's right in your face. Wow, look at this guy. Nose. It's like he's like looking up, like, oh, there's his mouth. It's just a fucking trip. See, the camera's not really showing it the way I can see it, because this camera is filtering it out. It's filtering out the electrical signature. That's something that's not showing up on the camera. That's the first thing that I don't see here. But when I look at them with my own eyes, or my third eye, their electrical signature makes them look alive, and they feel alive, and they're like people standing there. It's weird. It's like they're just not moving anywhere, but they're just standing there. And whether they're looking at you, or they're meditating, or observing people passing by, or whatever. But yeah, man, people need to open up to this, because, you know, Mr. Fahrenheit up there, he wants to make you into a superhero. And if y'all been watching any of my videos, you see that it gives you ability to electrocute. You've seen Shazam, you've seen Great American Hero, you played Beautiful Joe. I mean, damn, it's right there in your face. Mr. Fahrenheit makes you into a superhero. Pretty straightforward. Powers of electricity. Same power of electricity seen on Weird Science that altered reality. All electricity covers the whole house, and then they step into a fourth dimension where anything is possible within that house. They show you, man. Fourth dimensional beings all over YouTube turning goddamn wet dough without camera cuts into a cooked piece of bread that's longer than a motherfucker. Out of nowhere. Like, that's some weird shit. That's like some Carbonaro effect shit. Told you it was fake. Is it really fake though? Is it possible that this dude might just be on a fourth dimensional frequency? You put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. Put your best face forward. That be the sun, and then your mind will be in the best place for it. Stay awake.